Welcome to Urban Review, ladies and gentlemen. This show is brought to you by the Office of National Drug Control Policy as one of our sponsors. So, therefore, the thoughts and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the thoughts and the opinions of the Office of National Drug Control Policy, nor those of the White House. That being said, welcome to Urban Review today, and we are so glad to be here during this Holy Week. And tomorrow is Good Friday, and then the day, 2 days later, is Happy Easter or a Happy Resurrection Day. So I throw that out to everybody as we embark upon the springtime and coming to a wonderful time in our weather. It's starting to warm up outside, and we can get outside and get some fresh air and experience some wellness. And we have so many things going on in the month of April this year. Well, first of all, today at 6 o'clock p.m., we will be having our Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development Coalition meeting. And you can be a part of that meeting. Just go to Zoom, put in the meeting ID of 790 495 5710. Once again, that's 790 495 5710, and the password is CUYFD. And you can be a part of our coalition meeting. And then on this coming Saturday, April 19th, we are going to be partnering with the Black Caucus Foundation of Michigan, along with the Drug Free Youth in Detroit and the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network to sponsor the third annual Prom Promise, which is a formal wear giveaway. And this event will take place Saturday, April the 19th, as I indicated, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at St. Suzanne Cody Road Community Resource Center, which is located at 19321 West Chicago Street here in Detroit. And the Prom Promise is designed to raise awareness among students about the harmful effects of drinking and using other substances while driving. And students plan to have a prom night that is free of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other substances, along with violence, can be eligible to receive free formal wear. So once again, stop by the St. Suzanne Cody Rouge Community Center, which is located at 19321 West Chicago, this coming Saturday between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. And you can be eligible to receive some free formal wear that you can utilize for the prom. So we're really excited to be a partner with our friends at the Black Caucus Foundation to make that a reality. Another thing that we have coming up this month, in the month of April, is on April 23rd. It will be the Michigan Prevention Association Advocacy Day, and that will be taking place in Lansing. And you can come out and participate with our representatives from across the state to meet with your legislators and share with them your thoughts about vaping, your thoughts about substance misuse prevention, your thoughts about the funding from across the state that needs to be utilized for prevention, treatment, and recovery for those that are experiencing substance misuse. So come on out and participate in that, and you can go online to MPA.org or MPAadvocacyday.org and register to participate. Also, the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development will be sponsoring Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, and that will be happening on Saturday, April the 26th, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that will be happening at the Hartford Memorial Baptist Church Wellness Center, as well as various locations across the city. Our setup will be at the Wellness Center, which is located at 14,000 West 7 Mile Road. That is the Hartford Memorial Baptist Church Wellness Center, the same location where they distribute the free food to help those who are having food disparities. And once again, that's located at 14,000 West 7 Mile, Saturday, April the 26th. And this is a day that you can come and get rid of all of those expired or unused prescription drugs. Let's not have them laying around our houses. Let's not have them in our medicine cabinets for our children to get into them. Let us not dispose of them by flushing them down the toilet because they get into our water system and it is harmful for us. So if you come out to this location, 14,000 West 7 Mile Road, you can dispose of those prescription drugs appropriately. We know that sometimes you have a relative that you're caring for, and they, or even yourself, you go through a illness and you have those prescription drugs, and then you've only taken half of the prescription, you have half of the container left. Well, let's appropriately dispose of those this Saturday, April the 26th. Saturday, April the 26th. That's actually next Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Come on out and dispose of those, and we will have some free gifts for you as well. So come on out and participate with us on that. And then let's see what's next. Okay, well, we'll move out of the month of April, and we will move into the month of May, and the week of May 11th through May 17th will be National Prevention Week. So we will be stressing the concept of substance misuse prevention, as well as prevention of other addictive type behaviors like prevention of gambling addiction, prevention of obesity, prevention of substance misuse, when we will be targeting alcohol, tobacco, other drugs. We'll be targeting opioids. So let's look forward to May 11th through the 17th. And then on Sunday, May the 18th, is No Menthol Sunday. And I have my little prop here. This is my No Menthol Sunday church fan that I will have at church. And we will be stressing the fact that we want to stop the use of menthol flavored tobacco products. We know that Big Tobacco targeted the African American community. 90% of the menthol flavored tobacco products are sold to African Americans. We know that menthol flavored products are more addictive. They are harder to quit. They are easier to get addicted to, and we want to stop the sale of those products not only in our community but across the entire nation, because we know that tobacco is a harmful drug and it can kill us. So come on out to all of your houses of faith on Sunday, May the 18th, and participate on No Menthol Sunday, and we will be having some special activities at Hartford Memorial Baptist Church, which is located at 18700 West James Cousins Highway. Come on out to the 7:30 and 11 a.m. service and participate with us on No Menthol Sunday. Also, in the month of May, we will be having a very, very special event on May the 29th, a town hall meeting, and I have a special guest here with me today, none other than Dr. Dominique Murdoch, who is here. And there she is. Okay, Dr. Murdoch is here, and she works with the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development as our project coordinator. So, Dr. Murdoch, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, good afternoon to you, Mr.
Yes.
Arbuckle. Right, good afternoon,
It's afternoon.
Mr. Arbuckle. And thank you so much for having me here today. I just want to say it has been an honor and a pleasure to work here with the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. Well, as you hear, we are doing a lot of great things in our community, and I'm just hoping to bring that to one space so that we all can convene and learn about each other's resources. So as Mr. Arbuckle mentioned, I am Dr. Dominique Murdoch. I am the founder and CEO of Black and Brown Abroad, LLC. I am a study abroad and resource program for youth, helping to learn about languages, culture, and opportunities to learn and live in our globalized world. So that's my passion and profession, what I do outside of here. I bring all of that experience to the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development to help work on youth programming. So engaging programs, understanding how to better maximize our grant to reach the community and learn to use just operations in our neighborhood that help enrich what we're trying to do and help outreach into our communities. So with that being said, we are excited to be hosting the Rise and Thrive Town Hall and Community Resource Summit. It is coming on Thursday, May 29th. I'm super excited about this. Not only is this an opportunity to collaborate for all of local coalitions and nonprofits in our area, this is also proudly brought to you by a collaboration that we're working on here at the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. So I'm super excited about that. It's a call of action for organizations to let you know that we are looking for effective partnership and outreach strategies here, and and the 48235, 48234, and 48204 zip codes. So we are just looking for this event to be a uniting opportunity for organizations in the community to be united with the people they serve, with the populations that we are trying to outreach to, and to other community leaders who might have insight, resources, or ideas about how to branch out and reach to the other populations that you need to in your coalition. We also are looking to help forge strategic alliances, share vital data and resources, and build a unified network of sustainable growth through this mission.
Wow.
Thank you to us as well. So you might be wondering who should come to this event. Are you qualified? Do you meet the standards? The purpose here is that everyone should come. If you are in the community, if you are serving an organization, if you are part of a group that's looking to outreach, build partnerships, oftentimes I feel like in our coalitions, we're operating in these silos. So all of us have many great ideas. We're putting on programming. We have full schedules, full calendars of activities, but we're not always figuring out how we can integrate those activities into the larger community.
Right.
So we're hoping that this event and whatever comes from this event hopes to open up that door and open up those partnerships in the Detroit Metro Wayne area, just so that we can start creating not only physical databases, but mental and spiritual connections between coalitions so that we can create a better community for all. So this event, again, it's happening Thursday, May 29th at the illustrious Hartford Memorial Baptist Church. That is located on the corner of like 7 Mile and the Lodge. The exact address again, Mr. Arbuckle?
1800 West 7 Mile Road, West James Cousins Highway there, and it's right along the service drive of the Lodge Freeway.
Service drive of the Lodge Freeway, exactly. So you can't miss it. We will be there. We will be outside with bells and whistles welcoming you all. We are also super excited to have the indomitable Mr. Carlton Hall coming to speak. He is a leader in community organization strategy and planning. He also does a lot of consulting with nonprofits, both on the West Coast, East Coast, and all around. He was actually just abroad in Austria, so we're super excited to bring Kim in to learn about all the experience he's gathered in coalition building, both in our community and outside, which is important for us to do, just how to learn from the others, learn from what people are doing that's successful in other ethnic communities, and then bring that back to our home front. So I'm super excited about Rise and Thrive.
And you can go on our website.
Yes. You can go on I apologize. You can go on our website, please, to register. We want to welcome organizations to come out to host a vendor table as well. For that table, we're just hoping you bring some resources, some even data, recent data that you might have collected in our community, some experiences, accomplishments, even barriers. We're hoping to bring out what you've learned to this space so that you can share it to others. So if you'd like to register for a table, please find us on our website, the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development.com. You can also find us on Instagram /CUYFD and Instagram / the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development. And on both those pages, you will see a QR code. It's kind of small here, but there will be a QR code. You can click on that code and register yourself for a table, and I will be reaching out to you shortly to confirm all the details.
All right, fantastic.
Yeah, we're super excited about that.
And while we have you here, Dr. Murdoch, tell us just a little bit about your organization, Black and Brown Abroad, and what services do you guys provide?
Thank you. I appreciate you giving me the platform to speak about that. Black and Brown Abroad, it is a passion project of mine, born of a lot of time spent just working, living abroad, traveling, understanding how seeing and being exposed to the world has really shaped my capacity to think about others in a compassionate way, in a twofold way of seeing perspectives, of always being able to outreach to just communities that are bringing more knowledge to me that I might not get in my home base. And so with that perspective and ideology in mind, I wanted to bring a space of safety first, a space of comfort, and a space of outreach to our youth. So Black and Brown Abroad LLC has been going for about 4.5 years now. We meet regularly, especially throughout the summer, for service learning and cultural engagement projects. We do a lot of community work in terms of helping out wherever vulnerable populations are needed. And then we also incorporate a language and cultural perspective into that. So for example, we did a park cleanup at Alta Road Park. And while we did that, we learned about the names of all all of the animals and the grass and the everything that we picked up, and even the trash, the snacks and everything in Chinese, which is the target language we always use with Black and Brown Abroad. So it's really interesting. It's cool.
What is the age population that you deal with?
So I'm typically K through 12 schools. Most of my students are about middle school age, just because that seems to be the range of what is attracted to the after school and the summer programming. But we're open. I also do private tutoring for language, Spanish, Mandarin, and ESL for non-English speakers. That's open for anyone K through dying. No, that's a sad thing to say, but that's open for everybody.
Cradle to grave.
Cradle to grave. That's a better phrase. Cradle to grave.
And if someone wants to follow up with you and get in touch, how would they do that?
Yes, please do. You can find me on my website, DominiqueMurdock.com, DominiqueMurdock.com, or you can find me on socials, Facebook at Dominique Murdock, and also on LinkedIn, Dominique Murdock.
Thank you, Dr. Murdock. We appreciate you, the work that you do with the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development, and we also appreciate the work that you're doing out in the community to help our youth expand their horizons. Just a couple other activities in the month of May. On May the 31st, out at our friends with Whose House Our House will be sponsoring their annual community kickball game. And also our friends over in Livonia, the Livonia Save Our Youth Coalition, will be having their Run to Save Our Youth on May the 31st. So we have an exciting month of April, another exciting month of May coming up, and we want you to be a part of it. And when we come back from our messages and our sponsorship break, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about something that's going on this month, and that is that April is also the month of alcohol awareness. And we know that alcohol is a big, big issue, not only here in Wayne County, not only in the state of Michigan, but across the country. So as soon as we come back from these messages, we're going to talk a little bit about alcohol awareness.
Hey, I know you've seen them. Those sleek vapes that everyone says is better than smoking. Here's the truth. They're not. Did you know that in Michigan, 14% of high school students use e-cigarettes? That's a lot of people risking their life for a quick buzz.
Nicotine doesn't just harm your body, it affects your mind too. It can make depression and anxiety worse, and even change how your brain handles stress. You deserve better than to let a tiny device control your mood and your future.
You know, I thought vaping was no big deal until it starting affecting my mood and focus.
Yeah, and did you know that kids who vape are more likely to smoke cigarettes?
But there's good news. You don't have to do this alone. Whether it's through friends, family, or a support group, there's always a way out.
Your health, your future, you're worth so much more than what vaping has to offer.
Detroit's got your back. Visit CUYFDcoalition.org for tools and support to help.
You will love your Avis Ford, because at Avis Ford, we make it easy to get you your no money down monthly payment right over the phone. We call it Shop by Phone, and it's the best way we know to get you your payment options fast. You want leather and a sunroof? How about an upgrade to all-wheel drive? Just give us a call. Shop online, shop by phone, or visit us at Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
The non-medical use of prescription drugs, including opioids, is a growing concern in our communities, affecting all ages, including our youth. If the medication wasn't prescribed to you or has expired, don't take it. If your name isn't on the bottle, it's not meant for you to swallow. Addiction is real, and lives are being ruined. Or worse yet, lost.
Visit PreventionDetroit.org/opioids to find prescription Dropbox locations.
The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is a nonprofit organization that focuses on preventing personal problems we believe are facilitated by being raised in a foster care environment, or remediating potential problems through education and information to the community. Our programs focus on 3 key areas: youth aging out of foster care, community action, and healthcare. Our programs are focused on young adults in the foster care system who are about to age out, those that have just aged out, and the community at large. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development hosts a variety of services focusing on the needs of foster care youth throughout the community. We also work with numerous community coalitions in our effort to provide the best services for our clients and to help build stronger communities. We believe that a healthy mind and body are cornerstones to a healthy and prosperous community. The center also engages our community in mental health and wellness advocacy, as well as suicide prevention. Fostered youth emerge from the foster care system vulnerable to substance abuse, with little opportunity to obtain higher education or develop life skills. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development empowers youth that are in and transitioning out of the foster care system to overcome the struggles and challenges by providing them substance abuse prevention, life skills training, and workforce development programs. Drawing from the life experiences of our founder, Mr. Marcel Arbuckle, we open the door to positive and productive life through education, health, and life skills development. For more information, you can visit our website at cuyfddetroit.org or check out our social media at cuyfddetroit.
My fear is not being myself and putting others in harm whenever I'm under the influence. Did you know drivers with a BSC of .08 are 4 times more likely to get in a crash than those with a 0?
There is a reason why the legal drinking age is 21. Underage drinking is ugly because teens who start to drink before the age of 15 are 12 times more likely to be unintentionally injured.
Over 300 fatal crashes and almost 4,000 injury crashes were alcohol related.
Death is ugly, especially senseless avoidable accidents. Yet on average, every 52 minutes, an alcohol-impaired driving fatality occurs.
Fees and fines are ugly and I want to get paid, not owing anybody money. If everyone obeyed new driving policies with a BAC of no more than .05, alcohol-impaired driving fatalities, injuries, and total costs could decrease by 71 through 77%.
Help us remind others to not be ugly with alcohol and keep alive with .05. This message was brought to you by the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. For more information on how you can get involved, email admin@mycap.org.
I indicated earlier, we would be talking a little bit about alcohol misuse and alcohol use disorder, as the month of April is Alcohol Awareness Month. And we know that alcohol use disorder is the most common form of substance use disorder, affecting 29% of U.S. adults. Unhealthy alcohol use can contribute to the development or worsening of several different medical conditions like high blood pressure, pancreatitis, and cancer. Unhealthy alcohol use covers a range of use from risky alcohol drinking to alcohol use disorder. Defining a person's alcohol use is determined by many factors such as the quantity of drinks, the pattern of use, and the behaviors. Alcohol misuse includes binge drinking, which is consuming 4 to 5 drinks within the span of 2 hours. There is heavy alcohol use, which is 4 to 5 drinks on a daily basis. And there is alcohol misuse in any form can increase the risk of someone developing alcohol use disorder, which is a medical condition characterized by an impaired ability to control one's alcohol use. According to a 2024 study, almost 30 million people 12 and older diagnosed with alcohol use disorder in America in 2023. This statistic is not only alarming, but showcases the severity of the condition and the reach it has across age groups. Unhealthy alcohol use in any form is the third most common use of preventable death in the United States, and it is leading to an estimated 1 in every 10 deaths of working age adults. 1 in every 10 deaths of working age adults. Alcohol patterns and effects differs between age groups. Typically, young age groups will take part in the heavier binge drinking, while older age groups begin to mature out of heavy use. According to a 2022 study, nearly 7% of adolescents ages 12 to 17 reported drinking within the last month, and half of this percentage reported binge drinking. During this time, the brain is continuing to develop, and disruptions to the growth can be critical and increase the likelihood of alcohol use disorder and developing anxiety and depressions later in life. In the same study, researchers found that emerging young adults between 18 years old and the late 20s showed a heightened risk of developing alcohol use disorder. This same group reported 50% drinking within the last month, and 60% said they were binge drinking. Young adults are the age group within the highest reported causes of alcohol use disorder, with about 1 in 6 receiving the diagnosis yearly. The late 20s to midlife adult age is where many people reduce their consumption, a process called maturing out, usually due to major life changes including marriage, parenthood, and long-term employment. However, some people in this group may continue patterns from when they were younger or start drinking heavier. During this time of life is when people begin to seek treatment for alcohol use disorder, often between their 30s and 50s. Alcohol use is less common in older adults, those who are 65 years and older, but in recent years, especially during the COVID crisis, researchers have seen an increase in diagnosis. About 1 in 10 older adults engage in heavy drinking, and 1 in 25 have or had an alcohol use disorder. It is important to remember that age-specific psychological changes can intensify alcohol's effects and can increase the risk of heavy health problems. This age group is most likely to be on the other medications that may interact with alcohol differently. It is important to remember that alcohol use disorder is a disease. It is important to remember that alcohol use disorder is a disease. While there are different patterns researchers notice throughout one's life, the condition may affect each person in a different way. Alcohol use disorder is among the most highly stigmatized medical conditions in the Western Hemisphere, and many individuals with alcohol use disorder are viewed as being more responsible for their condition. Many people living with alcohol use disorder will experience some social rejection and negative emotions compared to some other substance use disorders. This social judgment and discrimination can lead to feelings of shame, fear, and isolation. For many individuals living with alcohol use disorder, stigmatizes, discourages them from seeking treatment, support, and keeping them in their cycle of addiction. So, in conclusion, alcohol use disorder is a chronic disease. It affects millions of people across the country. And before engaging in alcohol use, it is important to know and understand the potential risk to our health. And as we close out, we'd like to close out with those words that Nelson Mandela said to himself each day during his years of captivity. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, and under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloodied, but I'm bowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid, for it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the captain of my fate and the master of my soul. And remember, when you're up against the trouble, keep it meet it squarely face to face. Plant your feet, set your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. And when the worst is bound to happen in spite of all that you can do, you may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim. But don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. And when it's veiled, to try and dodge it in spite of all that you can do, remember, running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you'll be set. But remember, you're simply facing what other men have met. So if you fail, fall still fighting, and don't give up whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish, and see it through. Thank you for watching Urban Review, and happy Easter.